Merry meet and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 14th of May, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube are the lovely I Am Her Eminence and the lovely Dre, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. We are reading with this Stone Marseille Tarot. This is the wonderful deck that is not available, and I don't know what's going on with her. Hopefully she comes back. But in the video description of this video, along with the perfume, I've given a link to some other decks that you might like. This is the L'Occitane Verbena, and 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient. If you're watching this on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through the shuffling if you don't feel like watching it, and we'll get right to the reading. In the meantime, for the rest of us, we're going to shuffle. If you are watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. This does go out to a lot of different people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you or make sense, it may just not be meant for you, and in that case you might want to just disregard the reading and check out instead the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream on our website at arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link that is in the main menu. We have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Right now that's a bunch of affiliate links, but we are doing a soft launch later this month of our new shop, and then we'll have the full-on shop all ready to go sometime in early June. So stay tuned, we'll announce when all that's happening. If you'd like to give a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation and staying right on that platform. We do appreciate your support, and we appreciate you for being here. So let's just finish the shuffle, give this deck a nice clean cut, and see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 14th of May. Ace of Cups, that's a nice start to a universe, to a day. Queen of Cups, that's very nice. And then the Devil. I like this reading quite a lot. This is giving context to the Devil card. So the Devil can be a lot of different things. Very frequently, the Devil is how we deal with fear. And when we're afraid of something, we tend to latch on to what we know, because we're usually afraid of what we don't know. And the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups are giving you this idea that because of the work you've been doing on yourself, you have the ability to feel comfortable and safe in that space of not knowing. And so if you notice today that you have some sort of like knee-jerk reaction to kind of attach to things and decide what things mean just out of fear, remind yourself to stay open and say it's safe to not know. It's safe to not know. It's safe for me to contemplate a mystery. And in general, I'm safe. That's the key of this Queen and also this Ace of Cups, is that you are safe. There's nothing that can touch you. There's nothing that can harm you. And the ego mind doesn't like that idea. Because it says, no, this is a dangerous world and everything is, you look at the news, look at everything. You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable. And the spirit keeps reminding you, I'm invulnerable. You're invulnerable. There's nothing that can touch you. You're not a body. You're as you were created. And you were created as an extension of pure spirit. And spirit is indestructible. There's nothing that can touch spirit. Imagine shooting bullets into a ray of light. Is that going to hurt the ray of light? No. And that's not going to hurt you either. There's nothing that can harm you. And just reminding yourself of that, reminding of yourself of that all through the day, make sure that when you are coming up against things that need to be noticed, that you don't just have that knee-jerk reaction and just say, oh, I know what this means. Because that's actually a fear response, because the ego doesn't like not knowing something. And today is a day of uncovering great mystery and learning wisdom in depths of your consciousness that you might not be familiar with. And so as you're going about your day today, things may come up for you that in the past might have scared you. And now, because of the wisdom that you have been gaining, you realize there's nothing for me to fear here. I don't have to run from something. I don't have to define things. I don't have to attach myself to outcomes today. I can just be. I can just let things happen and be, and notice that I'm completely safe, at peace. In fact, I feel great. I feel wonderful. And so I'm not going to let my ego say, oh, no, don't feel wonderful. That's unsafe. You have to feel scared. You're not going to let yourself do that today. You're going to stay grounded in the wonderful feeling that is your birthright. That's how your soul feels all the time. Wonderful, fearless, happy, joyous, free, satiated. That's how your soul feels. And that's the real you. And the more you connect with that real you today and say no to those fearful thoughts, the quicker you're going to open up your eyes even more to what the truth is and have power over this world in a way that you didn't know that was possible for you. Yes, power over this world. You are titanium, just like Sia said. Okay. Valet de Paix, followed by the Four of Swords, and then the Empress card. Okay, so the trajectory here is quite obvious, and I love it when the tarot just puts it so obviously for me, so I don't have to think so hard. This is listening to or not listening to, in your case, other people's ideas of what reality are. And news and websites and all that stuff that's coming at you saying, this is what's true, this is real, this is what's true, this is real. But it doesn't jive with that peaceful feeling that you've been experiencing, or that you can experience if you decide to today. It doesn't jive with the truth as you're starting to discover it. All of this fearful thinking, all of this fearful noise and so-called news is all a lie, and you're understanding that it's a lie. And so the response that is being recommended, and it looks like that you're having anyway, is this Four of Swords, which is disengage, pull back, don't react, don't respond, don't believe it. Don't believe the fearful news. Don't believe everything's bad. You know, somebody was going on about like the environment or something like that, and I was getting pulled into it, and the still small voice within me said, you don't know what's coming up. You don't know that everything's going to be the way they say it is. You don't know that there's not going to be an amazing breakthrough and everything's going to be completely healed and happy and wonderful. You don't know that. Don't believe it. Don't believe the scary news that is coming at you. And I didn't. That's not to say that we, stick our heads in the sand and don't do what we're supposed to do and, recycle and do all the things that we're supposed to do that's in front of us to do, but without all of this baggage of fear. Because whatever we do when we are motivated by fear ultimately isn't good for us. Maybe in the moment, a little bit of fear can motivate you. If you're about ready to get hit by a car or something, it can make you run across the street. So yeah, sometimes a little bit of that is okay, but not as a steady diet, not as how we live our lives. And that's what the world wants you to do. The world wants you to be in fear all the time. So you're learning, and I'm encouraging you to stay with that you can tune out from all of those fearful, quote, news information, quote, truths, and recognize maybe it's not so. Disengaging, pulling back, finding your poise, which is this beautiful Empress card. And she's not only poised because that way she's at peace, but she's also the empress. She's the ruler. She and the emperor rule together, and he defers to her. The emperor, in the old ways, the emperor would defer to the priestess, well, even in a lot of the like in Wicca and stuff like that, and a lot of the ancient witchcraft, if there was a priest and a priestess in a group, the priest would always give the power completely over to the priestess. Just like in any kind of pregnancy or planting seeds, the male aspect has to completely surrender itself to the female in order for there to be creation. And so she's in charge. And she's in charge of everything, including your prosperity, your health, and all your safety, everything good, all the good in your life. That's what she's in charge of. And she's teaching you that the way that you have that is by emulating her, by having poise, by sitting up nice and tall and letting everything come to you. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. It's all on its way. It knows exactly what it's doing. Now, this is in direct opposition to what the world wants you to do. The world wants you to tie yourself to the devil. The world wants you to tie yourself to, no, it's got to be like this. No, it's got to be like that. Don't think for yourself. Don't think for yourself. It's scary. You got to do this. You got to join. Join us. We know what we're doing. And they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Just listen to any news broadcast. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be listening to the news or reading the newspaper. Absolutely be informed. But if you listen to any news broadcast and then you go back maybe a month later, they're negating everything that they just said because something else happened. And they're like, well, they never bothered to say, we were probably wrong. And so, but that's just how the world is. It's not just the media. The whole world is like that. Everybody knows exactly what's happening until later when it's not. Then something else is happening, and then something else is happening. And the world is out there saying, no, attach to it. Attach to the forms that we say are happening. Do it our way. We know, you don't. And the Empress is saying, poppycock. None of that's true. I'm the Empress. I know everything. Be gone. Be gone. I am sitting up straight and tall in my throne, and everything that I need comes to me when I need it, and everything that I don't want to have in my empire is destroyed. And I do that through the power of my poise, and that's why she is the goddess of prosperity. And you can listen to my meditation called Lessons from the Goddess of Prosperity. You can find the links to all those tarot meditations right in the video description of this and all my tarot videos on this channel. There's that one. And then also, if you want to do a meditation based on this Devil card, which is such a powerful, wonderful card. I love this card. It's called Breaking Yourself Free from Fear. And I think if you don't have time for both of them, just choose the one that feels most important. But if you have time for both of them, I think those would make a wonderful pair of meditations to really optimize all this great power that you are accessing, and allowing yourself to remember to keep disengaging from the false narrative that's going on outside of you, and recognize that everything good is happening for you and for every part of your life. And it's just a matter of maintaining that poise and maintaining that connection to that inner world that you are capable of defying all of the naysayers out there. And you're going to come out on top again and again and again. And you can just let the cacophony of the outer world happen without your participation. You're doing great. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today, and thank you so very much for the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely I Am Her Eminence, Dre, and Deline, and we will see all of you tomorrow for another general reading. Thank you so much. Blessed be.